Hey everybody, it's Master Gallengeist here, bringing you my review for the Mighty Thor issue 706. And this was a fitting conclusion to Jane Foster's run as Thor and what had been going on. And I didn't expect this issue to kind of take the turn that it did and be about what it was, but I still enjoyed what was going on, and it still felt true to the characters, and I'm interested to see where it's going to be going in Jason Aaron's next kind of chapter that he's going to be creating. So we get into it, and we're seeing everybody kind of mourn over the death of Jane, and then we then cut to seeing her at the gates of Valhalla. And what's really kind of funny is we see that Odin pops up, and he starts kind of like yelling at her and everything about all the stuff that she's done, but then he goes, "You defeated the Mangog. You saved all of us. You saved my subjects. You saved my wife. You saved my son. You deserve this reward," as the gates of Valhalla open up. And it's just really awesome looking. And the thing is that we see that Jane just feels that she wasn't ready to die. And then we cut to the Odinson try to figure out what to do, and we see that the Mother Storm is still swirling around, and he gets the idea he calls it and channels it and is trying to use it to revive Jane. And I was like, wow, I didn't expect that to happen, but it fits with Odinson and his care for Jane Foster and everything. But the thing is, he cannot handle the whole Mother Storm by himself. It's kind of why Mjolnir was created, to contain it and channel it the way it was. And evidently this means that Mjolnir is completely destroyed. And I thought it was more of that when Mjolnir and Mangog were thrown, that, of course, Mjolnir would pretty much just sit in the center of the sun, keeping Mangog. But this seems like Mangog was at least dissipated for the time being, that Mjolnir was destroyed since the Mother Storm was released. And of course, we then switch back to Jane outside of Valhalla, feeling it, being like, oh god, and it's like, it seems like the Mother Storm's calling you back, but I feel that someone else is at play with this as well. Where then we switch back and we see that the healers were checking on her, still no pulse or anything. It's getting so severe that it has melted Thor's arm, and then Odin shows up and says, "My son, no one god can channel the storm by themselves, but both of us may be able to." And it was cool to see this turn for Odin, just being the kind of wise all-father that he really can be. I didn't mind him being a kind of cantankerous old bastard, but I like that he was able to kind of get back into kind of his all-father kind of persona of being like, she whooped ass, so let's try and bring her back. And she was talking that she kind of like wanted one more peal of thunder, one more cocoon kind of thing, and together they're able to bring her back. And I was like, holy crap, and seeing the Odinson kind of like hug her and everything was just really cool, and everybody's celebrating. And like, wow, cool, she's back. And they kind of go back to old Asgard, and Odinson's just talking to her, being like, yeah, we're kind of rebuilding and everything. And she's like, yeah, I can devote everything to getting my chemo and fighting the cancer and everything. And she's talking about the hammer and all that, and he goes, yeah, it's almost worse losing the hammer than losing my arm and all that. And her relating to him and being like, yeah, I kind of get it now. And she's like, well, there still needs to be a Thor. He's like, well, there really can't be. You know what I mean? The hammer's gone and all that, and since it's gone, I just will be the unworthy prince of Asgard, and that'll have to be the role. And she's like, no, there always has to be a Thor. That's what I said when I picked up Mjolnir. Now you just have to figure out what that is without the hammer. And she's found a piece of Mjolnir and gives it to him. He goes, well, this proves that I'm not worthy. I wouldn't be able to pick it up. And she's just, no, I picked it up and became the Thunderer. That's not what happened with you. You are the Thunderer. You need to prove it. And she thanked him for giving her his name and letting her use it and all that. And it was just really kind of cool. And you're like, all right, you got to prove what it is to be Thor without the hammer. He's like, I got some ideas. And then he calls upon, we need the dwarves because we have hammers to make and everything. She's like, Thor's and their hammers, but I get it now. And it's cool to see that Jane understands that part. you don't really understand Thor until you kind of like swinging that hammer and just being the Thunderer. And seeing her understand them, like, yeah, I'll miss flying too, but this guy's will always be there. And it was just a cool kind of send off that Jane had her moment, and she can now go off and do even another tougher battle of fighting cancer and everything. So I was expecting Jane to be dead completely, at least for a while. So I'm intrigued to see what's going to be going on, if she'll be popping up, if not regularly, every once in a while in the next couple runs, because she'd probably be pivotal because of all the information she's got on Malekith, because she brought that up, being like, yeah, Malekith's doing all that kind of stuff. You need to kind of go and take care of that. So I'm looking forward to the War of the Realms taking more of a center stage in the next couple runs. So I think they did a great send-off for Jane Foster in this, and can't wait to see where Jason Aaron's next chapter of his run of Thor will be. So, those are my opinions on the issue. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. If you liked it, if you didn't like it, if you agree with me, if you disagree with me. Also like and subscribe, and I hope you have a good day.